Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show. Number one comedy business podcast in the world. Sure, we say in the world, but we're flat earthers over here. But we still believe in the globe. Yeah, figure that out. Pragmatic entrepreneurial with real raw dog talk. Lizzo, where are you at?
Suck my pussy from behind.
Yeah, girl. Your mic's not even on. Man, you're really messing up
See,
here.
you knew it. You knew you were fucking with me. I got 5 things going
didn't
on.
know,
And
I
I
didn't
am
know.
trying to do my list of things.
The audience doesn't know what you're talking about, but
Exactly.
on our third mic, Jess, let them hear your voice real quick.
Hi.
Okay, you're back on the podcast. We're 2020's best small, medium enterprise business advisory podcast in the United States. We're 2021's best podcast and streaming entertainment studio, Eastern United States Media Innovator Awards 2021, hosted by Corporate Vision Magazine. Yeah!
Needing a lot now.
Tell you what we're going to do right here. What we're going to do, is we're going to ask you to go on your Apple Podcast, your Spotify, and give us a rating, review, subscribe, all that, This episode...
don't stop.
This episode...
Yeah.
Because you have to get like an Ohio accent when he's slow, and then you gotta, this episode...
So you're going to hurt yourself.
This episode... And we're going to bring it to the ring. Is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Try ExpressVPN. Try ExpressVPN.com/sweat to get 3 months free off an annual plan.
My bad.
Try ExpressVPN.com/sweat, like Keith Sweat, like Montez Sweat. Get you 3 months free off an annual plan. That's a virtual private network. Don't get tracked by big data. Man, you are really on your game. Let's get this party started. Howdy, Toddy!
About my sweat equity. Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
No, that works?
That's like top 10 for us.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, it's
That's
recording
fine.
now.
Yeah, all right, we're recording.
And now.
Look, sometimes you have tech problems. That's why we don't go live anymore, because it didn't have any risk reward to it. Like, I like the idea of live streaming stuff, but we never were good enough to promote it ahead of time
Or be consistent.
which,
So that people know when to watch.
And I was talking to someone about sales, and they're like, I don't really have skills with what I do. And I'm like, the skill is like follow up and consistency. Like, the reason you're a good salesperson is because like you do that. And I'm like, that's like, to me, that's like 90% of business is like, just follow, or just being like successful, or like, I don't know,
A good person sometimes.
so yeah, I mean, like, I'll pull up the 5 agreements, because we haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah, and I don't remember any of them.
Well, be impeccable with your word, right?
Yeah, always do your best.
Jess, you don't know?
I don't know.
You know the 4 agreements. You ever heard of that?
No.
Eric hasn't given you an ear beating about all this stuff?
What?
I'm waiting
What?
on him.
What?
Why would I be ear beating anybody about it?
I'm just kidding.
Literally
Wow.
every time we talk about it, I can never get all 4.
You want to try? And then we'll go into our power rankings.
It was we did 2 of them. Be impeccable with your word.
Uh-huh.
Don't take things personally.
Don't think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that personally.
Right.
Wait, we have talked about this, I think.
Did we?
I don't know. Keep
You
going.
got to get on the. You got to
I
get on
don't
the
know.
mic.
And there was something about, I don't know. Just tell me. What's the last one?
Don't make assumptions.
Oh yeah.
Always do your best. Is the 4th one.
Right. I said that one a couple times. And what was the 5th
when
one?
Did you say that?
It's on record. Don't worry about it. I know you listen to every episode over and over again. You'll hear it.
Pants off. And then they added a fifth one because when you write these books sometimes and it blows up, you got to write like
You run out of money from the
next
first
version,
one,
yeah.
and you got to, like shit.
But the fifth one I really
Come up with
like
another one.
too. Be skeptical, but learn to listen.
Yeah. Do you think it was necessary? They need
The
that?
fifth one,
Yeah, I don't know.
learn to listen.
But I mean,
How many adults actually do that?
my point being, like, it just seems like it could be folded into one of the other ones.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, they could
I'm
all
gonna
fold
disagree.
into
No?
all of them. Yeah, they're not all. They're Venn diagram. They all kind of touch a lot of the other ones.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mush it all together. He needed money. What's his name?
Don,
Miguel
Ruiz.
Ruiz. I almost
Mhm.
said Ortiz.
you gave me the book. I read some of it, and now I can't find it, and I have no idea where it's at.
I think I stole it back straight up.
Did you really?
I think so, yeah.
You're good over there. All right, so we're gonna do a little game, little bit, radio bit style, but Zoo Crew up in here. All right, it's 95 degrees out in Tampa, Florida, and be a third
There'll be a lot of
caller.
that. A lot of that.
For the third caller, you get to see Uncle Cracker at the arena. All right, so I want to kind of do. We should be doing some games on the show when there's no guests. Jess, your third mic. You've now been promoted.
Big deal.
We knight you.
Big deal.
And so I wanted to throw out the hypothetical. Let's try to do it a little quickly, even though every one of these will have commentary, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I want a power rankings. What's your power rankings greatest rebrands of all time?
Yeah.
And so give an example. I'll pull some of them up, like Dunkin' Donuts. They don't have the donuts no more. You didn't write that one, did you? So we're gonna go backwards.
It's number 3. Can that just be mine?
Okay, is that
It was 3 on
okay?
mine.
Yeah, that should because that's pretty weak. So that should be your third.
Right. I wanted it to be weak.
All right, my third one.
Oh, we're not even going to talk about it.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not really.
Dunkin' took the donuts off. Coffee makes a lot. Is the driver basically 4 drivers to Dunkin'?
Yeah. Huge markup.
Huge markup. About 90% is kind of the industry average for fast food, kind of drive-through coffee. Again, Cuban coffee drive-through. Anybody can steal the idea.
I know.
We've thrown it out there.
But yeah. Quit talking about it.
All right. So Dunkin', diarrhea coffee. Boom. All right, that's yours.
Boom. That's mine.
Because
Diarrhea coffee.
You love diarrhea coffee. All right. Brewing some butt coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep. All right. My third one, greatest. This is the greatest rebrands. My third in the power rankings, liberals.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with
Explain
myself. I feel well. Liberals now are.
I mean, are you going all the way back to
Yeah.
like 1775?
yeah, because liberals used to be Republican.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I
now
get
it's-
it.
And now it's progressive, and they have taken the term
I got it.
liberal,
I
and
got
they're but for the audience, the irony is they're the least liberal people. They're just telling people how they could talk to other
Sure.
people all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Not-
that one, yeah.
not
it should
bad.
be number 3. It's pretty weak.
Yeah,
Good.
not
We
bad.
tied on being weak.
What are you talking about? That's OG original. All right, go ahead. What's your number 2 greatest rebrands of all time?
Well, Domino's.
Domino's.
Remember when they ate shit and said our pizza sucks and we're going to do better?
That's a rebrand.
Yes.
That's a campaign, dude.
Oh my! You just came at me with liberals.
Yeah, that's the joke. It's a joke answer.
Oh, so okay. Oh, I get it.
These are supposed to be
I
funny.
get the game now that you make the
No,
rules up to as we
Domino's-
go along. Sure.
Domino's is good. What
Eric, why didn't the intro work out
what
so
did-
good? I don't know. I had a fucking list to make.
What did,
I was the mic
I
wasn't
said it
working.
to you an hour and a half ago. What?
That's true.
What was Domino's called something else previously?
No,
Are you wasted
it doesn't
again?
matter. No,
Again?
you know exactly what I'm
Aw.
talking about. When Domino's ate shit,
Yeah,
that was good.
That's like a
it was
campaign.
refreshing.
That's a campaign though. They didn't change the name or the logo.
Okay,
Really.
fine.
Rebrand.
Okay,
off your
what
game.
did the liberals change their logo from? Hot shot.
It was that. It's kind of a joke answer. That's
Right, exactly.
what's that?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. It's a joke answer.
All right, number 2 on my list,
I don't give a shit.
Constantinople. I knew you were gonna hate these.
I hate you so much right now. In fact, I even got a piece of paper and a pen out
Yeah,
to write some
and
shit
you're
down.
going through puberty now, but
It's just good.
used to be called Istanbul.
Yeah.
I was just listening to
Good,
that.
that's
They might
good.
be giants in the car with the kids. Go ahead. What's your number
I
one?
was earlier.
Number
I
one
was,
rebrand.
I was gonna say I bet we have the same one because it is one of the best ever. But now
The greatest.
it's definitely never.
It's
Oprah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
What was Oprah before
Remember,
she
she
was
used
Oprah?
to be like Jerry Springer trash talk shit, and then she became everybody's best friend. And
How about
all
this?
that.
Maybe I'll help you kind of crystallize it. She was Oprah Winfrey before, and now she's Oprah.
even maybe
The
just
Oprah
O.
Winfrey. Yeah. Well, did you know she made it on the cover of magazine this month?
for a record
And every
consecutive.
month?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why not?
I'm good with the Oprah one. That's pretty good. You thought we would have the same one and it would be Oprah?
Yeah, because I thought you were taking my homework seriously. Like I did.
Someone's sassy about it.
You keep saying that. I'm just.
My number one, greatest rebrand of all time. Greatest rebrand of all time. Number one in the power
Hopefully, you
rankings.
rebrand this conversation, not be so
I'm
weird.
really,
Is-
really curious.
Swastika.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, rebrand in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I didn't say it was morally, ethically good. I just said it was the greatest.
At one
Because
point,
great-
it was pretty popular.
It was a symbol of peace for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hitler's like, that looks pretty cool. I'm
Dope
gonna
what they
take
did
that.
with those little thingies. Yeah, that's mine now.
I like that Hindu logo. I'm gonna take that for peace. I'm gonna take that one.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
It's the
Did you-
greatest because that's
it's,
the greatest difference, I think, between taking something and making it between good and evil. If you can flip that, I think that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. To take it from good to well,
And
evil
you-
to good is probably way harder.
Yeah. for
Somebody
sure,
brings the
for
swastika
sure.
back now?
Like Nambla.
Whoa.
Like Nambla becomes something good.
Right. I mean, that would be the greatest marketer of all time.
Epstein Island.
I pulled it off, guys. We can wear swastikas again.
Epstein
Oh,
Island
good.
becomes sandals.
Right. Yeah, sure. Something like that.
Sandals, Epstein Island.
Yeah, big swastika flag. Come on down.
Kids are allowed. All inclusive.
The willies.
Woo! That was fun.
I guess.
Wow.
I don't really know.
What
Who
a
won?
Debbie Downer.
How many points did I get?
We tied. It's like kissing your sister.
No, that's not, no, I think I won.
Yeah.
I did.
With
Really
Domino's.
That was, you know,
I
you
like
got to.
that one.
Thank you.
But I know what you're saying. The campaign of, I like the self-effacing campaign Domino's did do, which goes, hey, we've been dog shit lately. We've been complete garbage. I mean, we're garbage pizza already, but we've been really garbage. And now we're going
Right.
to go on an apology streak.
Our only choice.
I like that. I think the self-effacing
Yeah.
part of it makes it definitely got me to buy a pizza, honestly. Because I was like,
I like
okay, maybe it doesn't
Domino's.
suck as bad.
Yeah, it's good.
They used to be terrible for a while. All
Yeah,
right.
I know.
While
Just
we're
ask
while
them
we're
about
doing
it.
while we're doing this, I like asking. You got to rank, Jess. I don't think I've asked you this. You got to rank the white trash pizzas from worst to first,
Oh,
and I'm going to give you 3. Oh,
Okay.
no, look, we can get
No,
the
I like
little
this.
we
I
can
like
get the
this.
Little Caesars and Hungry Howie's involved. I want the top 3 market share of like what I call fast food pizza. And so I'm going to give you 3, and you tell me what the rankings are.
go for it.
You got Domino's, you got Papa John's, you got Pizza Hut. All right, so give me your 1, 2, 3 of those.
Wait, those are the white trash ones?
Yeah, those are fast
For
food
sure.
garbage.
Oh, yeah, totally. I know.
Okay, number 1.
Get up in that mic.
Sorry. So I'd probably go with number 1, Papa John's.
Yeah,
Number 2, Pizza Hut. Number 3, Domino's.
you're close. You're close. You almost had the right answer. Almost.
Okay.
Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut's complete garbage. Like, what, a book club that's going to get you...
It's a psychological thing for me, in that it just goes back to childhood.
Right.
I don't really even remember what they taste like.
It's not... When's the last time you had Pizza Hut, honestly?
And the last pizza I had was Domino's, and actually, Eric, that was all you.
Yeah, no.
Way to answer the
I'm
question.
Domino's, man.
Wait,
No.
when's the last time you had pizza? Well, I had Domino's the other day.
So the last time I had Pizza Hut, to be fair, was probably over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in America.
Buttery crust, right? You can just look at.
I like the pan pizza from Pizza Hut too. Good.
It's okay.
I mean, what are we going for here?
That's just fun. That's a fun
Papa
question.
John's really top
Look,
for both of you?
I'll just throw
Interesting.
hypothetical. Yeah, because he drops in bombs. I
Okay,
like
well,
that.
what do you call like 5-star or Hungry Howie's?
You want to talk about
what is
another pizza
that?
rebrand campaign wise? Or this is more rebrand. They got to get rid of Papa John completely because he dropped an N bomb.
Sure.
And then now you can get a pizza with Shaq's face on the box.
Yeah,
Shaq's the most marketable black guy of all time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Papa John's, what's that? Like, where did that name come from? I don't know.
The guy's name was John, I think, and he'd like to be called Daddy in the sheets.
Yeah, God, I can imagine that meeting. No, I know the name. That's the name.
Yeah, and he
That's what we're going with.
he dropped an N bomb on a call, I believe, on a call with his marketing agency or PR agency, and they dropped a dime on him. I guess then leaked it out. But the fuckery of it is, I think he was quoting someone that used that term.
You're
and said,
always defending these guys.
I know. Well, when it's
Who's
white,
story?
when it's white. I mean, when it's right, it's right.
Black and white.
No, but I'm saying, like, I think he was quoting someone to saying the N word, in like as a reference to someone using it, and like we shouldn't be doing that. And then it got pulled out. It got pulled out and was like, this guy uses the N word like all the time on the reg all day. He loves it. And then boom, you're out. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. He always gave me the willies. I mean,
he's fucking weird. I don't like him, but
he looked like a little old lady all the time.
he's a guy
All,
that
like,
got
tense
Botox.
and, like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like just weird perm.
he's got that Napoleon
Like nobody
energy
like.
to him.
Yeah. Like quit. He's just so weird. Ow. Give him the willies.
Yeah, I bet he's like one of those fetish guys. Like,
He gets
twist
his
my
balls stomped
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, exactly.
We both went right to the balls.
Punch me in the taint. I love it.
Someone say vasectomy?
But now, no mention of him anywhere. Papa John's.
Oh hell no.
And then Shaq is on. They have a Shaq pizza, a Shaqaroni pizza.
Shakaroni.
Yeah, it's
What do
Like
you
it's
mean?
a
pieces of
super
shack meat.
pepperoni pizza that's like $13. It's like,
They rebranded fucking pepperoni.
I don't know why I went down a rabbit hole on Reddit, but I saw someone talking about working at Papa John's and hating the Shaqaroni because it's like, this thing like is a loss leader and everybody who orders it is an asshole.
Wait, it's a what?
It's like a loss leader. Like they don't make a lot of money off
gotcha.
of it because it's an extra large pizza. But pizza is one of those ones that has 90% margin too. That's
Yeah, what are they? No, yeah. There's no way they're putting out
It's
a
the
shakaroni without having those numbers on lockdown.
no, it's the delivery people that were like bitching about it online.
Too big.
No, it's like no one who orders it tips because it's so low price,
Oh,
right?
okay.
I don't know. I thought
I'm
it was
not going to
funny.
address that.
Oh no, that's just I think just because the cost is so low, like anybody who buys it is like
I guess even
super
if you do tip 20%, it's like
right,
$1.
right, and then they don't get that delivery fee. I don't think every time. I think that goes to the
Thanks
house.
a lot, shakaroni.
Yeah, they throw $5 on there when you order pizza now as a delivery fee. I'm like,
Sure.
we just take it. We just take all these. We take it. We take the charge like we're in a basketball game.
Yeah.
all the time.
Shaq wasn't taking many charges.
Nah. But we used to argue. I'm just going to throw out hypotheticals because now I feel like we're in that zone.
Okay.
Here's
Hit
one.
me.
Here's one from high school. We used to have most dominant player, not the best player, most dominant basketball player, Shaq or MJ.
Okay. It's still MJ, dude.
I went Shaq. I think it's Shaq.
Shaq couldn't go down the court and do whatever he wanted every single time.
He dominated when he did. When he went down,
When he did.
right? Yeah,
God forbid they run fast down the court and
Right.
leave Shaq down on defense. Like,
yeah. I didn't say he's got hustle. I said he's just the dominant.
right, but that's, yeah.
For someone
Jordan
that
did it from
doesn't
out.
know, I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Thank you.
Right.
Obviously.
Because you don't know.
How many
That's
pairs
the
of
answer.
Shaq shoes do you own?
another good brand. I was thinking about that. I was talking to my brother-in-law the other day about that. I was like, Shaq has sold more shoes than like anybody, and that's how it should be. It's like
I do appreciate
$10.
yeah, exactly. Well, I think they're more like 30 or something, but like
they're
but
reasonable.
it's a lot. Yeah, exactly.
The fact
You
that
made
it's
them
like
not so crazy.
yeah, I get the uniqueness of like fashion or shoes or whatever, but it's like I don't know that's something that should kind of be talked about a lot more
Yeah.
as far as
Hakeem Olajuwon did it. There was
Did
a
he?
bunch, yeah.
Ah.
He had like something weird, like Jordache or something.
He had Levi shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the back end, they probably sent it to every village in his country, and nobody knows about it.
Well, I saw the air up there. I know what happens.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
blue
what
chips.
it was.
All right? Here's my favorite hypothetical. So when you throw out hypotheticals, and here's how I'll tie this into business. You're basically doing that all the time. You're not when you're trying to forecast shit. You're always trying to create a theory. I believe if we do this, this is going to happen. In the personal life, it's best to use those 5 agreements, not make assumptions. But in the business world, you kind of have to make assumptions because a lot of decisions are about mitigating risk, trying to get the most value out of whatever you're doing with your time, and then really, really trying to have the best profit margin available with whatever you're doing. Yeah. So I've been kind of obsessed about what we think things are and what they actually are. Hot mic.
I know. I'm a fucking hot mess.
So like I thought because the studio's been basically static that the mic would be fine.
Right? You'd think. You would think.
You'd think.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Yoko touched
Congrats.
something over here.
Yeah, you won the contest. Whoa, yeah.
I'm not touching it.
Jess,
I'm not touching it.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Is it? Well, I'm just.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh, it's not.
This is-
There we go. This is good. This is our
good show.
best episode ever.
And I
Fun.
can chew on Jess because I know she can take it. Yeah. And might miss half of this shit I'm saying to her.
How did you know?
Because you told us that. You're like, hey, I might hear half of what you're saying. I'm like, okay. That's
Right.
how I listen too.
Yeah, it's genuine.
Talk about the 5 agreements.
So it says learn to listen, not I will listen. It's skepticism, but I'll learn to listen.
Yeah.
What's it called? So this is my hypothetical where I've got I've asked probably 200 people. It's probably about 50-50, honestly. I haven't really kept the stats, but, horse sense, it's about split down the middle. What do you think couples have fought more about?
I thought you were going to say balls on your chin or what was it?
Oh,
Never mind.
Do you want that one as a setup?
No.
Okay.
Couples fighting more. You asked me this one.
What have couples fought more history of time? So we're talking thousands of years. The temperature of the room, hut, cave, whatever they're living in, domicile, or how to wash dishes.
Wow.
I know, powerful, right? I thought of that and I wrote it down and then I high-fived a mirror of myself and was like, well done. Because honestly, I've had battles on both of these. So mine kind of evens out, but
I'm going to go with temperature.
temperature.
Absolutely. Yes. Now I remember what the
Because you
idea
don't believe
that
dishes are around.
exactly fire. They were messing around with fire way before.
There's pottery. Pottery's old.
Yeah, but they're not
What do you
washing
think they did
it
with
as
it?
good. Yeah, how'd they make the pottery?
How do you think they
They
made?
had to be
what do you-
dicking around with fire for 500 years. Or
They probably
thought
kept the
about
same
pottery.
remains in there to make things more flavorsome.
No, they'd die if they weren't figuring out how to clean over time.
The temperature is. There's so many other factors.
But you can't control a lot.
What kind of
So
animals
this
did you
gets-
kill
this-
with the blanket?
This has other layers to it.
I know. That's
All
what I'm saying. But the dishes, you're saying,
The dishes
how
are
to
done,
cook
man.
the dishes, how to do it, whether they're done or not.
Yeah,
I
how
would
to
have
do it.
thought you said, I guess the toilet seat. You can't talk about that because toilets are fairly new. I mean, in
Right.
the grand spectrum of things.
So yeah, there's still a lot of people that don't have one. I think it's like 1 in every 400 people in India don't really have a real toilet.
Oh. That's sad.
Oh, yeah, it's really it's a bummer, dude.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's super poor. Watch Slumdog Millionaire again.
No.
Yeah, how to do the dishes, because that one breaks out into two parts too, because you got people that do the boneyard method where you just pile all the dishes in, do them all in one fell swoop into the night or whatever. Or,
Okay, so you're talking
Or-
general strategy,
there's
not
there's-
necessarily technique on the dishes themselves.
There's sub arguments to both sides, is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Because you can only control a little bit of the temperature back in the day, so it might not have been a fight as much as, close the hut window. Do you have a big, fancy, cartoonish leaf to wave at me?
Sure,
I'm
but I
hot.
mean, there's also a time like cavemen weren't taking no shit
We don't have
for
to.
very long.
Well, we don't have to go cave.
There was a time. No, well,
let's
we
speak
gotta
in
go
the
caveman.
era of Jesus
Just
and
saying.
beyond.
Okay, is murder illegal at this point? Is it
Was
frowned upon to bash the woman over the head with a club because she's bitching about the temperatures?
if we're
Are they like just letting it fly?
I mean, a
and,
woman
like-
dying? That's probably cool. But I mean, like, if it's I thought you were talking about like a guy. That's different.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's more
yeah,
valuable.
that's
But I'm saying like it's one of those things where how do you wash the dishes? So that breaks it into like another sub fight of like, all right, do you do the boneyard method or do you do the rinse it right away, wash it as it comes in, and then put it in the dishwasher? And then you got this whole other element of a dishwasher the last 50 years that fuck it, I already goddamn washed the plate. What are we doing here?
sanitizing it.
Wash it with soap, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't like dishwashers.
I don't really like them either that
I mean,
much.
if there's a lot of people and et cetera, then obviously it's useful. But if it's just me and even two other people or whatever, I don't know. I just like to wash dishes.
If I have it, I'll be dumb and know I don't like it, but I'll still do it because I got fucking brainwashed into going, oh, wash the dishes, put it in there, and just do it twice.
I know.
guess.
I just have to run mine so it doesn't stink. I don't ever use it. Just like water just sits in it. I'm just gonna run it.
So you got that.
So cool.
That's
That's
whole
cool.
side. And look, if anybody's listening, this is like the biggest bullshit. No, this teaches you how to think about arguments and stuff. This is good. And then the other side is the temperature. And I know you've done this. Like I sweat a lot. I run way hotter than you do for sure. But I've had that thing where I can only take off so much skin.
Sure.
Right? What do you want me to fucking
Do you want me to cut my skin off of my
Right.
body? Get a blanket.
And then it's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to look like an Eskimo? I'm like, yes,
Yes, please.
I'll bang it out
Yeah,
of you.
that's all. Yeah, that's
Every guy's
going back to the murder part of it. I should clarify after thinking about it. It really doesn't matter what the argument is. If the guy's a murderer, he's a murderer. So I guess that kind of cancels out my argument. I just want to be honest.
Yeah.
That really wouldn't fly. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it over whatever the fuck.
I feel like you did that as a PSA because you're still not 100% divorced yet. Like,
No,
hey, guys, I was just kidding.
I've
You know, I
had
was
a
just
change of heart,
playing.
guys.
You're so
On this
stupid,
edit.
dude.
No, I was just. I mean, you literally just said this is a good way to think about
Yeah.
that stuff, and that's what I was doing. So you're welcome.
Where are we at?
I don't know. I didn't start the timer either.
I think we're pretty good.
think
I
it's
feel
pretty
good about that.
Yeah, it was
It's
good.
fun.
I have no idea how long it took.
Oh, I will tell you, I don't.
Brush your teeth.
When in the situation with dishes, I prefer them not to even touch the dishes
Who,
because
what?
I'm that picky.
What do you mean?
Like I can only do the dishes when I'm in
If you're cooking, you do the dishes?
as well. Yes,
You're like, I gotta be the full service.
I'm funny about dishes.
We're not talking business. We're talking real life. Just
Real life.
if you're making dinner.
Bring it
Okay.
home.
Really?
And
Bring it all
I
home.
do rinse them underwater. I'm one of those people. So I may not do them that night, but I am going to pretty much take everything off the dishes, leave them in there possibly, and then
The rinse I'm cool with. That should be part of it for everybody because it makes it so much easier later when you
course.
really have to like actually wash them. But the rinse off, like the coffee mug, right? How many people actually wash out a coffee mug in the
No,
office?
just rinse that shit out.
No,
I'm gonna use it again tomorrow.
Most people do not do it.
Yeah.
And there's just gross old coffee in a lot of coffee mugs.
Yeah.
Ew, really?
Yeah.
Some
You
people
haven't
are
been
like that?
you haven't been like real
Yeah.
office experience. Like people don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's all incentive based. Like if it's your mug, has your name on it, I bet it gets fucking rinsed out all the time. But if it's someone else, it's the bystander effect. Someone else will clean it, right?
Oh, I was thinking people just with their own mugs weren't doing it. You're thinking people just using the mugs and leaving them?
Yeah, the
Bunch of
communal
dicks.
ones. Yeah,
Oh, fuck that.
every office that I've had a kitchen, like going to a corporate, like $1 billion under asset mutual fund company was honest. That and the coffee stuff, and our bathrooms were always blown up. Like one of my old boss would walk out and be like, "This looks like fucking baboons went loose. Like
Jesus
what the
Christ.
fuck? We have a rocket scientist we hired to build these mutual funds, and fucking people treat this fucking bathroom so poorly."
Says a lot.
Yeah, it was interesting. So
Yeah.
shout out to Jeff Cornell, my old boss.
Word.
Yeah,
All right, good?
he's a funny guy. All right, yeah, we're good. I'm good. I'm sweating.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?